Tonight, the pandemic put the lives of so many young people on hold. Parents will always worry about the impact that their kids emotionally, socially, and academically. COVID interrupted a Gastonia teen's lifelong passion for sports, but a new talent emerged that his family never saw coming. Queen City News reporter John Lee tells us about the rise from basketball hero to guitar hero.
Musical inspiration. It is often born out of despair. COVID-19 robbed Garrett Huffman's generation of so many moments.
Really taking the worst of a situation and trying to find something good in it.
Rotate this way for me. Play.
But when the virus put life in limbo, he didn't sit idle. At the Sound Factory Studios in Lincolnton, the teenager's working on an LP that he hopes will be the launch pad to big things. Co-owner Roger Calhoun sees and hears a lot of potential.
I think it's just a God-given talent.
Oh, my love, my dear, please stay ever near. Well, until I lose the fear of you leaving through that door.
He's very talented. He's got that charisma look. He's got a very humble attitude.
Oh, I've been conquered by my lows.
And to think that not long ago, music wasn't even on his radar.
So let your soul eclipse my heart and change me into something new.
Before the pandemic, his preferred stage was a basketball court.
The JV state championship game.
That was his one shining moment.
I'm right there. I'm super excited and stuff.
On February 22nd of 2020, he took the court for Cramerton Christian Academy. With the game tied in the final seconds of the JV state championship game, Garrett drew the defense to him as he drove toward the basket.
And I did a pass out to Graham. He was in the corner, and yeah, the rest is history.
It was an assist for the ages. That was the high point of the basketball obsession that began when Garrett was just 6. Growing up, he dreamed of being like Michael Jordan. His parents counted on weekends at basketball games.
As much as time and love that he had for basketball, I thought there's no way he's ever given this up.
We were super excited to see what the future held and stuff, and about winning it again next year. And then that's whenever COVID hit.
Of course, we all know that COVID affected school, sports, and everything else. During sometimes depressing downtime, he pivoted. Garrett broke through the silence and isolation in his room by teaching himself how to play the guitar.
Mama, take this badge from me.
I thought to myself, I was like, well, it'd be a good chance to learn something new.
I can't use it anymore.
Learning from YouTube videos, he rapidly improved.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Made being at home easier, you know, I mean, just being locked in your house.
At first, his mom and dad figured music was probably just a phase.
And I'm thinking, well, this is just probably something just to, until sports starts back up. But no, it wasn't. He kept with it, and he's determined. He's gonna, if he
starts something, he's
definitely gonna do it.
It's amazing how gracious your patience.
When he began writing his own songs, the stopgap hobby became his calling.
My love for it has just evolved into what it is now, and I'm just consumed by it.
For the past 9 months, he's performed live at local venues. Now, the next step is getting his songs on music streaming platforms. The unlikely transformation from athlete to singer-songwriter was certainly a revelation. No one imagined that his heroics in the state championship 2 years ago would turn out to be his last time in uniform.
If I would have told you that night that, like, this is it.
I said, you're crazy.
I would have said you're crazy and I would have cried.
The pandemic pushed Garrett to turn the page to a new source of identity.
We love that he loves it.
He's a great voice, and his songwriting ability for 18 months of performing is over the top. These people that's worked at it for 10 years that hadn't got to his level yet. He's a natural.
Music gave Garrett an outlet to tune out the uncertainty of life with COVID.
I've kind of put that behind me. You know, I think music's in some way calling me.
John Lee,
Nice job.
Queen City News.
Boy, a driven young man who a lot of people maybe you'll be able to relate to with the pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I know a lot of people who picked up guitar. You're sitting there by yourself, but they didn't turn into that, that's for sure.
He's got a bright future in whatever he does. Garrett plays at local venues a few nights a week. If you'd like to see him perform, go to qcnews.com for a link to his event schedule.
All right, should be a good show.